Hello, I'm Barry John, and welcome back to Let's Play Ratchet and Clank 2002. I have one co-hero with me today, and I'll let him introduce himself.
I am Mycroft Holmes, and I'm back again.
And no, you're not hearing things. The audio in this recording got fucked at some point, and my attempts to salvage it in post-processing utterly failed. So for the next 22 minutes, give or take, it's all quiet all the time, except for me and Mycroft. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry.
I've made similar mistakes with my LPs. I've had to re-record footage.
Yeah, but no comment. So we have to go through Drek's fleet here to find out where on planet Veldin he's installed the Deplanetizer, which basically means running around through all the ships until we reach his flagship and then, crashing right into his office. And obviously the first step in that is to go for a swim.
So I haven't been in more than a few of these. You already did the collectathon videos, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Well, some of the collectathon. I mean, presumably you'll have to come back here for more collectathon.
Yeah, but there's a couple of things I come back for here and on the previous world. But honestly, it's very minor at this point. But what you see me there is failing to get the skill point for getting through this entire section without taking any damage twice. Because there is a... Oh, hold on. I was just checking to see where the secret exit is for this one to get the gold bolt that's hiding out. Which I completely failed to get.
You sound angry at yourself.
I recorded this months ago, and I'm like, it's past me, I have the benefit of hindsight when it comes to seeing, things that are going on or not going on. So, like, seriously, that.
Uh,
Now, this thing here is a single-use plot lock key, which is for an optional objective. It literally does nothing. This entire trip has been a side thing. Uh, yeah, it's one of those things where it just feels like extra padding at this point, or there was supposed to be something more you could do with the code bot, but it never got implemented outside of one specific instance. And of course, now just have to return to launch bay, and there's the gold bolt I missed in that little section there, with the windows.
this reminds me of Vinesauce Vinny was doing a playthrough of Dead Space 2, and he ended a section one night very low on health. Like, no health, no ammo. And he saved and then turned it off and said, "That's a problem for future Vinny." And his next session, he was very much cursing past Vinny. So I imagine you're in the same boat.
Very much so. Now, there was a quick jump cut there because oh, son of a bitch. Because basically I'm doing some recording, or I spliced in the recording to get to the, or not spliced in, words, to get to the skill point in the gold bolt. Just a case of, going through and doing it now rather than coming back and doing it later. And good God, past me.
Past you is Butterfingers.
Past me also doesn't have the benefit of, playing through this several dozen times to,
Get the
muscle
skill
memory
point.
the entire thing. Let this be a lesson to everybody who ever does Let's Plays of their own. You're going to screw up.
Oh, I absolutely have. I'm doing a Let's Play of something where you can only play the story once because it's an MMO. and I missed a story cutscene once. Thank
Oh,
God it was one with no substance that was basically go here, talk to these people.
you're doing the secret world, aren't you?
Yes, that LP has started up again, so just want to plug that. But yeah, we're in Egypt, about to finish the first Egypt level. I think it's funny. Falconer 111 is Jewish, and there's a character in there who's implied to be Moses, so he keeps calling him Uncle Moses because apparently he's from one of the Jewish bloodlines that descended from one of the brothers of Moses. I just think it's funny. He calls an ancient biblical an ancient biblical figure. Oh yeah, that's my uncle.
But that's certainly a thing. And of course, just gotta patch up the health here, because
You are so glad you went and got that 4 upgrade and that 8 upgrade for health, aren't you?
oh god, yes. I literally cannot complete the game without those health upgrades because past me is an idiot.
Past you is always an idiot, believe me. I lay
Yep.
awake at nights thinking about the ways past me was an idiot.
No, wait, what am I doing? Oh, right, I have the code bot. I figured I might as well just go back and deal with that right now. And of course,
Okay.
getting the free health fill to full by going to a different world.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because you may have noticed I'm missing one gold bolt from the robot plant, so time to go grab that. Seriously, why didn't I cut these transition scenes out anymore? I'm bad at this.
Hey, you know why my LP is so good? I don't do my own editing. I have hired a man to do my editing.
I, you hire people? You...
I am lucky in that while I am not employed due to various reasons, I'm supported by my father, and we are fairly well off. So part of what money I do get as allowance, because even though I'm 32, I still live with my father. Part of the money I get to spend goes towards my LP, and I typically do one video a week.
huh.
But yeah, all he really does is noise correction and sync up the video, because I am so bad at video editing. Oh my god. I
Hey,
have one.
trust me, I've been doing video LPs for 10 plus years now. I still can't do a transition to save my life that isn't a jump cut.
I have one video on my channel. It is the first video on my channel. It was for the 2007 LP thread where you could make like shitty low effort LPs, and I did a shitty low effort LP of part of the Fallout Equestria fan game, and you literally cannot watch that video because all of the the volume on the game is too high and the volume on the commentary is too low. So it's literally impossible how to understand any of it. It's like a 45-minute video too. So there's 45 minutes of just really loud music and really low commentary.
Wow.
I missed the 2007 thread because you get all sorts of shitty games in there that just didn't deserve their own threads.
And the people just giving the games the respect and effort they deserved.
I gave Fallout Equestria Remains exactly what it deserved. 45 minutes of a shitty video.
Which, I mean, and then you get games like Ratchet and Clank, which deserve effort that I wasn't able to deliver. Because apparently we're still 13 minutes away from me remembering, oh yeah, I have audio I need to try and fix up. Apparently didn't happen.
Look, sometimes things just happen when you're making an LP, and you can't really go back and re-get footage unless you replay the whole game, and it's just not worth it. Like, you have better things to do with your time. There hasn't been any dialogue that we're missing.
Yeah, Like, yeah, nobody's talked to each other. There's no cutscenes we've been missed. It's literally just a case of Ratchet goes swimming for 10 minutes.
It's like, do you want to hear the background music?
To be fair, it is still Ratchet and Clank, so there is still good music, but
Yes, but you can get the background music on YouTube. Just type in Drek ship background music. I'm sure someone has an hour-long video of it.
yeah. So there is a skill point for going through the entirety of Drek's fleet to and destroying every robot on the path. I don't remember if I get it here or on my second pass through the level. But the best part, see that laser beam? See
Mm-hmm.
those robot dogs?
Mm-hmm.
Come to me, my puppies, and get destroyed by the laser beam. Also, the taunter destroys boxes. Why am I using the wrench?
Because the wrench is fun.
That is a legitimate option. I have to agree with that.
Like it's very satisfying to smash stuff with the wrench.
That
It's
that is true.
cathartic.
That is very true. It's also probably why they include wrench upgrades later on in other games that make it even more fun to destroy things with a wrench.
Well, I always assume that's because people were doing wrench only runs in the first one and they just decided let's lean into that.
To be fair, I've actually somebody actually managed to finally beat the final boss of this game with just the wrench. It turns out you've got like exactly one opportunity to hit the final boss with a thrown wrench during his entire combat cycle, and it only deals like a sliver of damage. So it takes like hours to do.
Yeah, I remember you saying that in one of the other videos I was on, and I was very impressed that someone. These speedrunner people are crazy.
Speedrunners are crazy in general.
That reminds me of one of the funniest threads we ever had. I don't know where it was. You can go ask the funny quotes thread if you're from SA, because really, realistically, only people from SA are watching this. But
No, well, one of my older, actually my previous LP to this one, Oni, apparently drew the attention of one of the game's developers. I think he's a game
oh,
developer, or he's a serious modder.
that's pretty cool. But no, if you're on SA, we had a thread that devolved into speedrunning jokes about Jesus. So there
How
was
would
a
you speed? What? What?
speed running the Bible. So like, and there was a joke about messing with quest triggers. So Methuselah is still alive even when he's supposed to be dead. There was a good joke about clipping through the stone to get out of the tomb as Jesus.
Oh, one of the robots saw me, so the auto defense turrets turned on and then turned off because apparently I have no idea what the timing is on these things. It's stupid. But come to me, my pretties. I must smash you with my wrench, because that is what Ratchet does.
Yep.
No, seriously, past me. There's only one robot left. Just bum rush him. Don't get fancy. Oh, 1, 2, 3 more to go. Okay. Oh, come on. Past me is an idiot. Now I just have to wait. There we go. Alarm is gone. And of course, these robots have all the memory of a mimetic goldfish, so, I can try again.
Hey, come on! They only have 64K of RAM.
True. Probably. Beep, boop, I am robot. I destroyed Squishy.
Whatever you say, you said that, and I could still hear Doctor Nefarious.
It,
He's like my favorite character.
hey, if I ever get around to doing Ratchet and Clank 3, I want to see people's reaction to the music. I'm sure people who've played Ratchet and Clank know exactly what I'm talking about.
It has been forever since I've played it, but the music is generally good in all of these games.
True. Oh, hey, uh, okay, slightly awkward. Weird. Why are they not? Oh, there we go.
I'm surprised they didn't bring back the vacuum thing for other games, because I can't remember it being in any other ones.
I don't remember it either. I think it's one of those things where like what do I want to say here? Uh, they like there's a lot of programming that goes into it. Like they used the vacuum was the first weapon designed for this game, so there's a certain degree of like legacy to it. But yeah, like the
Uh,
vacuum gun
you
should have
face
been something.
plenty of tiny running enemies. It's what most of your rapid fire weapons end up being for in the later games.
I think it's probably because it just makes things too easy, where you can just hold down the vacuum button and it has a certain degree of overlap with both the rocket launcher and the flamethrower.
I suppose. I just think it's a cool gimmick weapon.
Oh, it's an absolutely wonderful weapon. Don't get me wrong. It's just, as you said, like, hey, guys, remember the Taunter destroys boxes?
See, now I
But yeah,
understand why the Taunter didn't come back.
all right. And this is the fun one. This is the fun ship. Fun in that, everything else has been a case of go through rooms, fight robots, pick and choose your poison of robot destruction. But now we have to go outside the ship and do extra stuff to try and get across it.
Oh god. One of those forced slowness sections?
Yeah, because,
Oh. Oh god, they're shooting at an angle.
yep,
They're not, they didn't even have the decency to make them go straight. They're shooting at an angle?
yeah,
Oh my god, this is just a total dick move.
yep. But the thing is, even the Gadgetron help desk is basically, yeah, you're not sneaking through this. You'll have to find another way.
Okay, thank god. I took one look at that and went, that is a dickish move, developers.
So, how else are you going to deal with turrets on the outside of a ship?
As someone who has been playing Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, uh,
Oh, Lego.
the flying in that is very good.
Oh, Lego.
It doesn't manage to make the prequels good. Not the prequels. The Disney movies good, but it definitely is a very good Lego game.
Well, the Lego Star Wars has always been pretty good. Now I'm just imagining, Lego Ratchet and Clank, like trying to figure out how they do it. And it's like, no, it's pretty much the same game, just with
Yeah,
Lego.
I was about to say, yeah, it's pretty much the same game. There was a Lego sale on Steam, and I bought Lego Hobbit and Lego Lord of the Rings. And the problem is they never made the third part of Lego Hobbit
Oh no.
because it came out during the second movie. So the third was supposed to be DLC, and they never
Oh
made
no.
it because no one liked the Hobbit movies. So you get the game, and it stops when they get to the Lonely Mountain.
Oh wow. That's embarrassing. That's a thing. So while I'm flying out here for a second here, I just wanted to point out that we're actually seeing Drek's ship towing the artificial planet behind them, and in front you can see Veldin. I like that, we actually do see that, hey, there's the new planet. There's, we actually see things. It's not implied. It's, oh yeah, you can physically look out the window and see all of the and see what exactly is going on around here. Now I just have to deal with these last two turrets, or last turret period.
So, can I just say, this is going to date the commentary, but today is June 11th, and tomorrow is going to be my favorite day because it is the Bethesda Showcase.
Oh, come on, Todd Howard is going to do Skyrim again. And that doesn't date the comment because Todd Howard has been doing Skyrim for how many years now?
My favorite is Starfield is still on the same goddamn engine. They're just using Creation Engine, which is just the same engine from Morrowind. Todd, make a new engine for the love of God.
Engines cost money. Engines don't make money.
Well, now he's got Microsoft back at him now.
Oh, good point.
You think he can't go to Microsoft and say, we need $200 million to make a new engine, and they won't go, sold. Microsoft knows the number one complaint people have about Bethesda games is the fact they're still using that fucking engine.
Actually, the one thing I want to hear out of this weekend and the game shows going on, I want them to finally confirm Sly 5 one way or the other.
I would love Sly 5.
Seriously, guys, you've been dragging this out on us for way too long. Just tell us if Sly 5 is in development or not. If you just say we're sorry, or Naughty Dog or Insomniac has decided, Sly 5 is not a priority. We're sorry about that. But please, when we decide we're going to do it, we'll let you know. Just let us know. Don't just leave us hanging.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I don't know. I mean, you'd have to get into the time travel stuff to do more.
Assuming, of course, that they decide, that was a portable game. We don't have to follow it for continuity purposes.
No, I mean, Sly 4 was the time travel one, and if you got the secret ending, Sly shows up in ancient Egypt, so you'd have to deal with that. Oh, sound's back.
Yes, finally. Oh, that's right. That's because I actually stopped recording because this next section is a pain in the ass. So I decided, I'm just going to break out some friends. Friends who can go under the laser beam. Hey, buddies, go beat up some evil robots there. Never mind, you did it. I have to admit, sorry,
go ahead.
Saying?
No, go ahead.
Having the sound back actually does make the game make the game more enjoyable.
Okay. I was about to say, speaking of Todd Howard, did you know every year that the V-Board of 4chan has a musical? They create and perform a number of original music tracks about video games, and Todd Howard has been a subject of song several times.
It just works. It just works.
Yes, they sing about Todd Howard. I think my favorite was a tongue-in-cheek parody of the Juggalo fandom. They did a tongue-in-cheek parody of Juggalos about incels. That was pretty funny.
Oh, sorry, now I'm just going back do I have to take the route around again? Yes, I have to go back around through the ship again. Of course, smart me would have gone backwards to the section he just went now that it's clear of enemies. Instead, I decided to enjoy the view one last time, with Veldin in this direction and
Well, I imagine it is a nice view. Space seems cool, but I'd never want to go there because I'd be too terrified. Like, one of the things, one of my irrational, well, it's kind of a rational fear actually, but it's irrational in that it would never happen to me, is being in space and being untethered and just being unrecoverable. That's just horrifying to me.
fortunately, Clank or Ratchet has magnet boots, so
Yes, I would love some magnet boots if I was on. Look, I saw that movie.
Gravity.
Yes, I saw that movie, and that was terrifying. There's nothing more horrifying than that movie. Just being untethered in space, unrecoverable, knowing that you just have that your oxygen is counting down. No one's coming to get you. You're going to go. Oh
Hold
my
on,
God.
we have a cutscene coming up.
Tonight on Blind TV, the event you have all been waiting for, the total annihilation of an entire planet! Witness the power, the destruction, and the nothingness that follows. So join Ultimate Supreme Executive Chairman Drek as he pushes the button that ends one world and begins another. Then, stay tuned for the galaxy's funniest superhero bloopers featuring Captain Quark.
Now we know where he is. Let's get him.
Right back where it all began. Because why not reuse assets?
Of course.
But yep, that's that for Trek's Fleet. I will see you guys all next time when we head down to Veldin, grab a couple of last optional things, and then go punch Chairman Drek in the face with the Rhino. Because that's what it's there for.
Alright, see you later.
Yep, see you all next time. Once, of course, I finish letting this cutscene play for another time, because I can't cut it worth a damn. And stop.